Hey guys, it's your favorite Unc here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. The Vikings go into Dallas and win by the score of 34-26. J.J. McCarthy, 15 of 24, 250, 2 touchdowns, 1 INT. Dak Prescott was 23 of 38, 294, no touchdowns, no interception. He was sacked twice. They ran the ball 29 times for $138. Javonte Williams was 15 of 91 for 1 touchdown. Malik Davis had 8 for 21 and a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb led the receiving corps, 6 catches, $111. There's a lot that, look, the Cowboys didn't really do a whole lot, especially defensively. And Jerry kept trying to tell you this defense is going to be good and they're going to be this and that. They're not a very good football team. They're not a very well put together football team. And it showed tonight. The Vikings go in and look, J.J. McCarthy has looked anything but spectacular. I mean, he's had a spot here or there, but he looked like a competent quarterback tonight against that porous defense. Yes. Ocho, what'd you like about what you saw from Minnesota?
Listen, from Minnesota, I like what I saw from J.J. McCarthy. Obviously, injuries, it stumped his career a little bit. And then obviously once he came back, he didn't look up to par. We questioned whether the Vikings were right about allowing Sam Darnold to get outside of the house and go to Seattle. But what we saw from J.J. McCarthy was something that he can build off of. He looked like a competent quarterback. He looked like a quarterback of the future. There's some throws that I think he would want back tonight that should have been completely Justin Jefferson. Again, chemistry, timing, all that routine. I think they will continue to get better at that, especially when they work together in the offseason. Outside of that, J.J. McCarthy looked good. He looked good. I mean, on the ground, they didn't do really much. I mean, Aaron Jones had 12 for 34. Hockenson looked pretty good. And outside of that, the defense played extremely well, pressuring Dak, getting him off the spot. And I think for them, I think they're going to need J.J. McCarthy to play good football, not turn the ball over. And when he has opportunities to make throws, he has to be as consistent as possible and allow the defense to carry them the rest of the way through.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this season's over. I don't see a path for them to get into the playoffs. Considering you looking out west, they got 3 teams that already. I think if I'm not mistaken, already have. I think the the Rams already have 10 wins, maybe 11. Yeah. I think they got 10 wins.
Yeah.
Seattle, San Francisco's right there. So I don't see a path for them getting into the playoffs. They're not. I don't see them catching Green Bay. And could they possibly leapfrog the Lions? We don't know, but it's going to be hard for even the Lions to make it, given what we've seen thus far. With that being said, Ocho, I agree with you. I thought J.J. McCarthy made some good throws. He overshot. He had Jetta on a deep over. He was wide open. If he hits him in stride, that's a touchdown. But then he had Jetta wide open in the end zone, and Jetta just let the ball get up on him, and it went right through his hands.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I hate when that happens. Don't that ever happen to you? Hey, you're judging the ball. Your hands are already in place, but the ball gets.
Oh, he had some juice on it, Ocho. He had some juice on it.
Yeah. He let that one go. Hold on. There's another throw also. That should have been a touchdown. It was a back shoulder. It was a back shoulder to Jetta. All he had to do was hit him a little bit more. Just aim at that outside shoulder pad. But he threw it way too far away. It wasn't even nowhere near catchable, and that should have been a touchdown as well.
Yeah, I mean, look. I mean, he's basically a rookie quarterback, although he's in his second year, and he'll get better timing of how to throw the back shoulder. That is an art. Everybody can't throw the back shoulder. Everybody can't have that kind of chemistry like Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams had for so many years. And we see Devontae and Matthew Stafford pick right up where they left off, that chemistry that Devontae had with Aaron Rodgers. We're going to talk about Devontae. He left the game with a hamstring injury that it didn't look good because he went down. It wasn't like he grabbed and limped off. He went down. He's like, he shut it completely down. So that lets me know that thing really grabbed. Hopefully he didn't pull it, Ocho, but we'll see. We'll get further confirmation tomorrow. But looking at the Cowboys, Ocho, this is a poorly constructed team. You look at the back end, it's not very good. They're not very good at all. They don't really have pass rushers, no one that can beat one-on-one coverage, that can get home consistently. You need somebody that can win consistently. Go ahead, Ocho.
I'm going to say when you look at, obviously there are three different levels, obviously, and the second level and the third level is the weakness for the Packers.
Well, I think this. I don't think the linebackers, the backers, Ocho, they rotate. They got Kenneth Murray, and they got the guy that they got from you guys. I think his name is Logan Wilson, right?
Logan Wilson.
They're not good. They're not good.
Yeah, hold on, but that's where I was going with it. I said that the second level and the third level would be the Achilles heel for them. Obviously, on that front end, they need. I like Kenny Clark. I like Quentin Williams. I like them. I like what they showed tonight and what they can do, but they need an impact player. Huh? They need an impact player, someone that can damn near change a game and impact it. But the hard part of it, ain't another Micah Parsons out there. There are only so many. Only so many T.J. Watts. Micah Parsons, only so many Myles Garrett's, but if they can find someone decent who can be an impact player that teams have to worry about when you're playing against the Cowboys, it can change things tremendously for them defensively.
Yeah, they haven't had an impact player. The last impact player they really have had, I'm talking about consistent. Like, look, Diggs had an exceptional 1 year. He went to the Pro Bowl. He was an All-Pro. DeRon Bland was an All-Pro, had 1 year. But the true impact player that was consistent game in and game out, that you had the game plan over years, has been Micah. Now, Micah's in Green Bay. Now, he suffered an injury. Many believe it's an ACL, but we'll get further confirmation with an MRI tomorrow, Ocho, but it didn't look good because it looked like he tried to change direction. A non-contact injury. Anytime we see non-contact and a guy goes down to the ground like that and he seems like he was in excruciating pain, he knew something because he grabbed that knee immediately. We'll get further confirmation of what transpired, but they don't have that type of guy. And teams that, if you want to win, you've got to have one of those guys. Preferably, you like to have more than one, but if you can get one, you can have a pretty good. You can have a pretty good defense. They don't have that. Eberflus is a guy that he doesn't like to play man coverage. He's a cover two. He's a zone defensive coordinator. At some point in time, now see, Cowboy fans, y'all keep saying fire Eberflus, but when you had Mike Nolan, fire Mike Nolan. When you had the guy, I think he was, you had, what's the guy's name? He was at Tampa. Fire him. You had Zim. Fire him. You fired. At what point in time are you going to hold these players accountable? Y'all don't ever want to hold it because you keep firing. You fired everybody. Go back and look at every defensive coordinator. The majority of the Cowboy fans have said fire him. Fire him. Fire this guy. Fire that guy. Fire this guy. And he used to be head coach of Detroit. He was the D coordinator for the Cowboys. But they got rid of him. They got rid of Mike Nolan. They got rid of Zim. And they got rid of, they just keep getting rid of everybody. At some point in time, we've got to hold people accountable.
And you know what else, Unc, too? I think people need to also understand and recognize, regardless to who the coaches are, most of the time, coaching is one thing. It's one thing to have a bad coach. It's one thing to have a great coach. But also personnel matters. What you have to work with also matters. If you don't have the players to be able to run whatever scheme or tactics that you have in play, those philosophies and ideologies from a game plan perspective aren't going to work regardless to who's coaching. I mean, coaching is good. It's a great thing to have. But if you don't have the personnel, if you don't have the players, the special players at certain positions to be able to do some of the things you want to do defensively, it really doesn't matter who the goddamn coach is.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I don't think the players are. I mean, they're okay, but they're not game changers. They're not lifesavers. They're not. Man, I gotta have that guy. I gotta have. Oh boy, I need him. Right. They don't have one player on their defense. I like Overshawn. He's a speed guy. He can wreak havoc. He's coming off an injury. I think next year he'll be better than he was this year. Huh? He was the head coach of Detroit. He was the head coach of Detroit. He was also the D coordinator in Dallas that they ended up firing. But Ocho, when you look at these guys, I mean, like, who you like? Man, I got to have him. Jadeveon Clowney's on his last legs, and you're hoping that he's going to give you life. Yeah, he'll give you a game, and he'll spurt here and there, but he's not consistent. Right. The corners, okay, and it's got to think about it. And I knew this was going to happen because if Jerry Jones takes money from you, he finds you, you really pissed him off. Because Jerry doesn't care. Jerry doesn't care about the money. If you play, Go back and look at Jerry's history. All those guys that he had. There were guys that missed practice. There were guys that late. But if you play Jerry, the hell with that. The moment he took that $500K from Diggs,
Trayvon.
now he said he's ready to play. Another healthy scratch. He's out of there.
Hey,
Yes. Yes.
See, they were all Lions head coaches, and then that was defensive coordinator.
Wow. Dan Quinn was the head coach? Nah, Dan Quinn wasn't. Yeah. I mean, but think about it. Think about all the defensive coordinators that the Cowboys have had, from Rod Marinelli to Mike Nolan to Dan Quinn was very good, but he ended up getting a head coaching job. But you go back and didn't they have a guy from he was at Seattle, Richard. But at some point in time, we've got to hold players accountable. Jerry's done a great look. Yeah. Jerry wants credit when things go good. Okay, Jerry, you put this roster together. You say the buck stops with you. You put this roster together.
Not only does the buck stop with him, he said on numerous occasions when people have asked, is there anyone that can do a better job than you can? And he's stated countless times that no one can run this team better than I can. And he has the last say so. So technically, the last say so, he is responsible for that. He's responsible for that. 30 plus, or however many years it's been since they've won a Super Bowl.
1995, and they're not going to make the playoff this year, so they're damn sure not going to win the Super Bowl this year. Ocho, this is how you can tell if somebody's really good. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, if Jerry Jones, would you think any of the other 31 teams would hire Jerry Jones as their general manager?
No, fuck. Oh, my bad. No, absolutely
there you go.
Not.
And he can only general manage this team because he owns it.
Yeah.
He's only be a CEO of a company that he owns. That doesn't mean that, I mean, I get it. I get it. But he's not good at picking players. He's not. And I like Jerry. He's a great guy. If you've ever been around him, he's very charismatic, and you understand why his players, the majority of him, like him.
Right.
But he's not good at this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And whoa. Oh, we going to the playoff. Man, I ain't Ocho. They are American. Because everywhere I go, if you ask somebody who they root for them Cowboys. They root for the Cowboys. I say you from South Dakota. How the hell you jump over all them teams, Green Bay, Chicago, and all those teams to go to Dallas?
Yeah. I mean, it's what they did in the 90s, Unc. What they did in the 90s. They made such an impact on people that weren't even from Dallas during that time, during that tenure when they were great. People are still fans of them to this day. And the product itself is so strong, even though they haven't won in so long, the product itself, it sells itself, which is why they're considered America's team, even though they haven't won anything, because no team will ever be able to top them, regardless of what they've accomplished, whether it be the Patriots, whether it be, whether it be the Kansas City Chiefs of late. Nobody will be able to top what they've done over the years to where they can take that title of being America's team away from them. People will always root for the Cowboys, and Jerry knows that.
You know what happened, Ocho? Because they had, it was in two phases. In the 70s, it was the Cowboys. They was on, they were winning. And then you had that lull in the 80s, and then the 90s when TV was really, when NFL football was really starting to hit, they hit it again.
Yes. And
so you got grandparents and parents that were Cowboys fans because of what they did. Look, they had the nice, the fancy uniforms. That blue was perfect. Tex Stram did an unbelievable job when he picked out the colors and said, you know what? This is really perfect for television, because when the eye sees this, then you have this stadium. It got a hole in the top. Why'd you put a hole in the top? So God could watch his team play. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, God, watch the Cowboys. Yeah. So they had cheerleaders. Nobody else had that, Ocho. So they did a lot. They did a lot of marketing to get the casual fan that, football was regional. My team was right here. That's who I root for. But then with the advent of television, because television really started hitting in the 70s, because that's when Monday Night Football. Guess who came on Monday Night Football a lot? The Dallas Cowboys. So now we get an opportunity to see. but this team is not put together very well, and they got some situations. Now they're going to have to sign Dak back. Dak is about $80 million against the cap. They're going to give him another extension, lower that cap number.
Yes.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do with Pickens? The last two games, he hasn't looked like the George Pickens that we saw Ocho the first 10 or 11 games. Whatever reason, I look, we know what happened to Detroit. Today, I don't know.
Yeah, he wasn't targeted much, Unc. And it seemed like they wanted to get everybody else involved based on the way it looked, the way the plays were called. They wanted to get CD back into the number.
He
did?
CD had 10. He had 6.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it. It didn't seem like it, honestly.
Hey, we still got a chance. We believe in this locker room. No, you don't.
Yeah.
You ain't got no chance. You're not winning. You're not going anywhere. You're not doing anything. It's over. It's over.
Yeah, and when you think about it, too, understanding that they need a makeover, it's not going to be easy.
No,
it's not. It's not like the snap of a finger. The all season comes, or you're going to find players in the draft that are just going to come in and make this significant difference and significant change, and being able to help you. It's going to be a build. It's going to be a build unless you got damn Jeffrey Lurie or Howie Roseman, and have a knack, for getting players and getting the right players that you need. It's going to be a while.
Right now, the Rams are the number 1 seed. They're 11-3. Chicago would be the 2 seed. They're 10-4. The Eagles are 9-5. Tampa 7-7. But the Seahawks are also 11-3. Green Bay 9-4. They're in the 7th seed at 9 wins. Detroit, they're in the 8th seed with 8 wins. Carolina blew a golden opportunity today to take over the NFC South, but they lost. They're 7-7 in the 9th seed, and the Cowboys are 6-7-1. They're in the 10th seed. Minnesota, Atlanta, New Orleans, Washington, Arizona, and the Giants all have been eliminated from playoff contention.
Dang!
Just like that. It's just like that. I thought J.J. McCarthy was a little jittery early. I thought they was going to, I said, okay, Dallas, this is your golden opportunity. Dallas, this what Dallas normally does, Ocho. When they're really playing well, what they normally do is that they win that game before Thanksgiving. They win the Thanksgiving Day game, and then they got a long they got a long break. And then they come out and win that game, and now they're feeling good about themselves. Where they lose the Thanksgiving game, they lose coming out of Thanksgiving, and now they got a very tough, a very solid Chargers team coming in, and then the last 2 games are on the road. The Chargers are going to need to win because they've got to keep pace with the Broncos.
Hey, well, your Broncos.
Whoa. I don't want you to say. Don't you say my Broncos, and don't you say.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh look. Hey, Chad, I don't know how many people that didn't play for the Ravens got a hat with their number on it. God dang.
Hey, you know what? I ain't got no sword for this fight.
You mean to tell me you took your ass to Cincinnati and stood out there in that damn cold and watched that? You told me they got Chase. Anytime you got Joe, you got a chance. Y'all scored 0 points in 60 minutes.
Yeah. Hey, Unc, it was a donut, Unc. It was a donut. Hey, it was bad. It was embarrassing. It was
not embarrassing
because
Okay, check this out, Ocho. Trayvon Diggs did not play tonight, according to reports. This comes after what was described as a great week of practice, but the relationship between Diggs and the organization has soured and has been severed. Diggs, who last played Week 6 and has already been activated from IR, told reporters this week that he was ready. After the game, Jerry told reporters Trayvon Diggs isn't healthy enough.
Well, you know what that is. It's gotten to that point. It's gotten to that point where obviously if a player's telling you he's healthy and he's ready to go, and anyone, especially the one in a position of power who makes the call and gives the red or the green light on players to play, forget the doctors. The owner comes out and says that, you already know it's severed. You know it's severed. And obviously, once it got to the point where Jerry Jones took money from him, because he wasn't in the facility during the offseason to being able to rehab so they can keep track of how far he was or how far he came along or what else he needed to do, and he did things on his own, at that point, you understood they were going in a different direction at that point.
Absolutely. And Ocho, remember there are games he wasn't starting. He didn't start. You paying a guy that kind of money, and you mean to tell me he doesn't start?
Yeah.
So but here's the thing, Ocho. If he's not healthy, why did you activate him off IR?
Listen, the games that they play that we don't understand and have
we
no
understand.
answer to.
No. The people at home that don't play the game and doesn't really understand the business of the NFL. We totally understand.
You know it, though. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because clearly, in order for you felt he was healthy enough to activate him off the IR because then you get a window.
Right.
So if you wasn't healthy, why'd you even activate him off IR? Just leave him there.
Right. That's messed up.